it's like what to do. On one hand, I really want to play this card out. I just feel like this thing is going to drop. But now I'm making, several $100,000 by, today I could be making $500,000 and it's still worthless. This is the Dow on the weekly. And, you see this kind of broadening, this megaphone top, if you will, which implies that, probably should go and make a new low. And if we do, we'll go lower. There's, all kinds of patterns that I see in the S&P and the Dow, this kind of ascending broadening pattern that we look like we've broken lower out of. You have the triple top here, this double top. I mean, it just feels like there's a top here. With the word top, we should go lower, but this thing always has another breath left in it, another fight in it. I got short right into this rally right here. I committed, between 33,500 and 34,000. I just kept buying these Dow puts. Now, my conundrum is that I bought the way out of the money puts, the 300 puts for the end of October. So I bought a ton of it. And I'm making a ton of money now. So this is where trading gets a little bit funky, where you kind of can't even look at the money, because I bought such a position that, every 100 points in the Dow is a couple $100,000 to me. And, it's like what to do. On one hand, I really want to play this card out. I just feel like this thing is going to drop. But now I'm making, several $100,000 by, today I could be making $500,000 and it's still worthless, because once it's still up here, it's inherently worthless. So, what my account says, is 7 figures in there, it's actually worth 0. So this is, the thing of trading, where you kind of just got to keep your eye on what is actually happening and, try and divorce yourself from the emotion. Much easier. And I knew I'd put myself in this position, because I just feel like it took a lot of stones to sell all the way up into here. And now it's been somewhat validated. It looked horrible at the time. I mean, I was really sucking wind. I sold here and then it kept going higher. And you wondered where this thing was ever going to end. So this is why you just got to be very objective about the prices, and price is the only thing that matters. And so this is just there's 2 very funky patterns in this Dow Jones. One is this kind of roof, looks like a V-shaped roof, if you will, and it's a V top. You don't really see these too often, and that's why I kind of get excited when I think I've spotted something that most people are not looking at. Here's this diamond formation. And this is a reversal. And you can see it kind of extended a little further than I thought it would. I was selling it right as it banged against the lower end of this diamond. And it just kept going a little bit. But now you can see we've turned tail. And so what I really am looking at, and I'm just praying that I just have the objectivity to stay in this thing. Because what I want to do is I want to see where this closes on Wednesday. So this is the monthly bar. And, it's where something, I always look at how something closes relative to the high and low. Because despite the rally, if the seller's in control after a month, that implies that, this sell-off is going to extend. And I do think it will. But I've got such a large bet now that it's going to take I just have to keep an eye, just keep an eye on the price and try not to look at my account at all. And that's the thing about trading. You have to be really, really objective. The money, kind of gets really strange, so I just think that there's a couple of levels that we're going to get to that, we could drop to 24,000 on the Dow. Would not surprise me at all. I'm just expecting a seismic sell-off. I think the first half of the month first half of the year was a multiple compression, where stocks like Apple were trading at 32 times, and now they're trading in the low 20s or upper teens on the S&P. I think the S&P is trading 18, 19 times earnings. And so we had this multiple compression. And now I think we're going to see an earnings compression. I think the economy is going to start slowing. This is what the Fed wants. They've said to us, they said, we want to slow this thing. So I think you're going to see this in the back half of the year reflected in sales and earnings. And so you're going to see like now an earnings compression. So everyone's wondering, well, what can send this thing lower? And, I think that, this is going lower. So
you can see, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So popped out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.